And so in this video, I'm going to share my top 3 takeaways from the last 2 weeks, how I have been applying it, and what do I look forward to in the next 2 weeks. So if you're interested in coming with me and sharing my journey with you, keep watching. So if you're interested on the latest tips and tricks on how to be people-centric and outcome-based focus on your approaches, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell to get notified when I post a new video every Wednesday, every week. Hi, I'm Veronica Stewart, and I'm an Agile coach, and I focus on helping organizations with their change processes in order for them to be able to adapt quickly to the market and create innovative change. Top 3 takeaways that I learned in the last 2 weeks. And I have to have my notes because, of course, if I'm still learning, I don't remember everything. So I'm going to start with the first thing, which was the dance of insights. And I really liked the structure that it provided. It tries to follow the International Coaching Federation. You're going to ask for permission before you engage. But the other piece of it, and I have to use my notes so I don't forget, is the placement. I really liked making sure that I am placing the coachee and helping them understand where we're going. So it's kind of like navigating the course of the conversation. And what I learned over the course of the 2 weeks is you can do this several times if you feel that you're going off somewhere where it's not really taking the coachee into more of that solution focused conversation. The other part I liked about it is, of course, you do the question thinking things that I've learned in Lisa Adkins' Agile Coaching Institute and in the Agile Boot Camp. So that was familiar territory for me. But the other part was clarification, clarifying and making sure that things were understood. And so it really is that dance that you'll go back and forth, placing someone, getting back to where that focus needs to be, asking the right questions, right? And also having that clarification. So that was the dance of insights that I learned, and I'll learn how to actually use it better in over the course of the next few months. So I'm going to be doing this process through November. And the second thing, what I really liked was really understanding reward versus threat when it comes to individuals. And that was very enlightening for me to be aware of what it actually causes within your brain. And here's what really matters is that the same type of threat that you feel as a human being. So if you put your hand out, and this is the way they described it, and you had a lighter, right? It's going to start hurting. And this is not like torture, light. I'm just talking about feeling heat. You have that same reaction in your brain that starts to kick in your fight or flight, right? It's really that threat mode that you get. Well, the same thing happens in a social situation. And what happens in all of these things, you get very narrowed. You're not really focusing on taking yourself in critical thinking and problem solving and all the things that you need to do to move towards creating a solution, right, for the change that you need to do. You really basically lost them. Now, the other side of it is the reward. And so that's the part where I thought was really interesting, that you could take the same conversation, and if you figure out what actually gets that person more to that reward state, then you're taking them in a space where they're going to be stretching their brain muscles and really doing some critical thinking and problem solving in that front part of the brain. We did learn that there's actually a greater threat percentage compared to the reward. So I was like, great. Makes it even more challenging. But that comes into the third part of my takeaway, which is the SCARF model. Now, the cool thing is you can go on to their website and actually try it for yourself. They have a free assessment, and so I'll leave that in the description of this video so you can go check that out. You use this with adults that you want to have a better relationship with them and communicate more effectively, right, in a positive way. What I have been doing to practice these, I have been really trying to be very deliberate and paying attention to any type of cue what people are showing as their social drivers, since I don't know if I'm taking them to the threat. So I've been really trying to pay attention to what that dynamic looks like. So that's one way I've been applying. I also have been asking some people to take the SCARF model. And so that's been really cool. I share mine. Yeah, it's like show me yours, or show me yours and I'll share you mine. I can't even say that phrase right. And so that is something that I've been doing, and it's been extremely helpful. I find it a very positive conversation. It's actually been kind of fun sometimes because I'm showing a little bit of vulnerability about myself. The dance of insight, I'm just starting to start using that, not necessarily the full way. But I think one of the key things, if I'm ever giving in a situation, I want to make sure that I'm always asking for permission to really go there. If they're not interested, then it's not the time. And then I love the placement, right? We learned about powerful questions, as an Agile coach. So that part wasn't really what I wanted to practice as much. I wanted to practice creating more of that structure. And so the placement has been really helpful when I'm having a one-on-one or one-on-two, or maybe with a group of people when we're trying to actually get to a solution, is really placing them back into the conversation. So I've been really practicing that piece, and it's been really helpful because I'm trying it in ways where it isn't offensive. Because one, I'm paying attention to the cues, right? Don't want to put them in the threat. And I try to make it more to where it's mattering for them, the group of people, because it's all about helping them get to their solutions and not mine. So I really would love to hear from you what you're interested in my brain-based coaching learning experience. What would you be interested for me to share for you to find benefit? So if you can comment within this video, I do check it all the time. So I really appreciate that feedback. All right, so what I'm looking forward to on the next 2 weeks, we're going to learn how to apply the dance of insights a little bit more. We're also going to learn about some more structured processes. I'm really enjoying the science behind it and really understanding what makes people tick, and especially in their brain and the emotions. I think that is something that I'm really interested in the next 2 weeks, learning how to apply that even more and understand, especially with all the change going on in the world today. So if you're interested on how I'm applying the results coaching system with my game-changing Agile solutions, go to my website, the www.ingeniusagile.com, and contact me, and you can learn more about what I'm doing with the solutions that I build for game-changing Agile. And I will also have it in the description of this video, the link that you can contact me as well through that. So if you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button. And also subscribe to my channel and tune in every Wednesday. And don't forget to share with your friends.